okay. This is going to be pretty good.
Mike Wallace is the leader, did not stop under the caution. The first 4 didn't stop. Then you've got some guys who took 2 tires. Then you've got some guys who took 4 that are a little farther back. And we're going to go green with 16 laps to go.
What if Mike Wallace pulls off 2 in a row? He could do this, you know. He's only got about 16 laps to go.
He's got to go. When that green flag drops, he's got to go.
Man, those guys will never live through 2 weeks of partying.
Everybody loves an underdog.
I'm telling you.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. They just waved off the restart.
Yeah, good for Mike.
Yep, that's good for Mike. That's what Mike wants to hear.
And Greg Biffle is still on pit road, by the way, back on pit road, getting more repairs made to the 60 car. So this is a good break for him.
We see the Phillip back by the windshield trying to put some water in the car. They have a quick fill connector there. And the fellow there in front of the car is
getting drenched.
Yeah, with hot water.
Yeah. They got. Looks like they got big problems down there, Dave.
Well, the problem is that they want to start putting the water in. Greg wants them to start putting the water in so they can get off pit road. And now he can hardly get it fired. He wants to beat this field off and stay on the lead lap. The problem is the guys didn't have the hose back on yet, so they really put the cart before the horse there. Marty?
Well, Dave, as Alan likes to say, a smorgasbord of strategy. Some guys who stayed out, some guys who took 2. You took 4, Paul Andrews, for Casey Kane. Do you think, obviously you think it will be, but what about 4 tires? Why the decision?
Well, you know, it's definitely not much time left, but a lot of laps on left side tires. Left side tires are very important to make your car handle good. Our car was extremely tight. We felt like we had to do tires, and felt like Ford's the only choice for us at this particular time. You know, knew we'd kind of get beat out by some people staying and some people doing 2, but this is what we had to do, and here we go.
He's in 9th. A lot of ground to make up, Matt.
Doug Hewitt put 4 tires on J.J. Yaley's car. As good as that car was, Doug, does he have enough time to pass 10 cars and retake the lead?
Well, we probably should have took on 2. We thought it would make us too tight, put on 4, and then the car stalled on us, so we had a little problem there. But probably the best thing would have been 2, but we'll see.
He won so many titles in USAC with the short track feature mentality, and that's what he's got now.
You know, this hindsight, it's so easy. You know, when the checkered flag waves, it's so easy to sit there, well, we should have changed 2. But yeah, in the heat of the battle, you got to make those decisions. And Doug made the best one he thought that was available to him at the time.
Just if he has enough time.
All right, here we go.
15 laps to go. Mike Wallace trying for back-to-back wins.
Well, here we go, 4 wide into turn 1.
10 feet on the inside. Oh. Is that Kenseth trying to get a lap back up on the inside? Yes, it is.
He's in 18th place now. They get 17th as he passes the 12 car for Kenseth. He's the first car 1 lap down after having that cut tire just a little while ago at lap 166.
And you know, Mike Wallace is he's going to drive away from the contenders for the win.
Well, he's got the advantage. I mean, he's in clean air, and it is so important at a racetrack like this is to be in that clean air. It gives all the air to your car, pushing it down to the racetrack. All these other guys, they're having to struggle because they're in traffic.
All right, let Kenseth go, Mike. We all know he's a lap down. Okay, now pulling behind him.
Justin Labonte, the second place car, that orange-nosed machine, 44. Trying to deal with the lap car of Tim Fedewa, who's in 18th place. Robbie Gordon is 3rd in the 55. Then Jason Keller 4th. And somebody just pulled out of the apron in turn 1 with some mechanical problems and some smoke trailing from behind the car. We'll get a number there in a minute. How about Robbie Gordon, Dave?
Well, Alan, it's all about being out of traffic and in clean air. Right now his car is tight, and Bob Temple, the crew chief, thinks that that's a good sign. Earlier they were loose, tight in traffic. If he can just get around and get up to Mike Wallace and everybody else, he might have a shot.
And that's Joe Nemechek down there with the problem.
And Mike Wallace just ran 31-30-80. That's as good a lap as I've seen about all day. As a matter of fact, the best lap he ran all day was 30-70.
He's motivated.
He is motivated right now because the checkered flag is in the air.
How about the 87 car, Marty? Joe Nemechek?
That would be an engine failure, Alan, done for the day. They struggled once the caution came out, kind of put them a lap down. So engine failure will end Joe Nemechek's afternoon as he heads to the garage.
All right. So Nemechek is done.
Another good lap by Mike Wallace.
And the race for second is hot and heavy behind him, while Mike Wallace has opened up a second and a third advantage.
He just ran 30.75 on those worn tires. This is unbelievable.
This is the race for second. The lap car is the 12 of Tim Fedewa, 44 Justin Labonte, 22 Jason Keller, 55 Robbie Gordon, all racing for the spot.
Bobby makes it 3 wide.
And here come some of the guys that got tires on the last caution. 46 Ashton Lewis got 2, 38 Casey Kane got 4. And we may see another yellow flag before this one's over. They're dodging it.
They're trying their best to have a caution flag. Look at this. Ashton passed Robbie, Robbie passed Ashton, and Ashton passed him back.
Robbie ran out of patience about 2 laps ago by the looks of it. So.
And here comes Casey Kane with those 4 tires. He's going to be moving to the 5th position, but
maybe not.
Robbie's going to hold him up enough. And Mike Wallace only got 8.5 laps.
Jeff Burton in the 9 also got tires on the last caution.
And the last lap, Justin Labonte ran 30.77. As fast a lap as he's run all day long. So he really wants to win this thing.
Mike Wallace last stopped with 70 laps to go. He's had enough caution flags, so fuel to the finish won't be a question.
Justin Labonte is reeling Mike Wallace in right now.
Yes, he is. He's less than a second behind him now. If he can forget about Jason Keller, if Labonte can forget about Jason Keller, who's right behind him, and worry about catching Mike, he might be okay.
And you know what? Second place would be a great day for Justin Labonte and that team.
Be fantastic.
Family team kind of resurrected after being dormant for a few years, trying to reestablish Justin's career, if you will.
Well, I don't know what happened with Justin in qualifying, but he was fast in practice. The car was good when they unloaded, and he was really good on all the sheets.
I think in that Friday morning practice, he was 3rd or 4th fastest.
And he's closing in on Mike Wallace while you watch Robbie Gordon try and continue to deal with the lap car of Tim Fedewa, the 12. There are the top 2 in the championship. Up in the box, the 5 of Kyle Busch and the 8 of Martin Truex Jr. And that's for 13th place.
A half-second lead for Mike Wallace and 5.5 laps to go.
About a 10 workout. Pretty interesting.
Yeah. Last lap by Justin Labonte, 0.3 of a second faster than Mike Wallace.
We saw what happened when Greg Biffle got within a couple of car lengths and picked up that arrow push. Does Justin Labonte have enough experience? Is it going to be a factor for him?
Well, you got Mike Wallace, who has a lot of experience, so he's going to know what to do to protect that.
Look at this. 3 wide. David Green, Jason Leffler, 9th and 10th places there. They bounced off each other coming off turn 4, but everybody gathered it up, scattered around the lap traffic.
Last time by Wallace's lead, 1/3 of a second.
And they better not look now, but Jason Keller's closing on to both of them as well in the 22.
Coming down to 4 laps to go.
Labonte is coming.
Talk about a hungry young man. His best ever NASCAR Busch Series finish, a 14th place back in July of 1999. Justin Labonte looking for the lead on Mike Wallace, who's trying to make it 2 wins in a row after his upset victory at Daytona a week ago yesterday.
All right, now he's got there, BP, like we talked about. He's gotten to the bumper. Now we got to see if he's got anything to make the pass.
Is that arrow push going to be a factor?
It wasn't that lap.
In the meantime, like you said, and Hornaday's been bouncing off that turn 4 wall there for the last couple laps.
Looks like he did it again.
Yeah, he was up there about 3 laps ago.
He was in 8th place. It's cost him 3 positions on that lap.
2.5 laps.
And here comes Keller, like you said. Okay, Justin's going to have to get creative.
Wonder if he's stalled out there. Two laps to go.
Look at him trying to figure it out. Like I said,
traffic's going to come into play.
Yes, it is.
Mike Wallace with the veteran experience. Justin Labonte with what appears to be a faster race car. Can he find a way around in the final lap and a half?
I think he's going to have to get right up on that bumper and try to get him loose, getting off the corner. Because Mike is really getting into the corners very well. But it looks like Justin's got some steam coming off. He needs to get him loose, getting out the corner.
And the white flag is up, and it's the final lap here in Chicago. To the outside. Mike Wallace, is he out of fuel?
He's out of gasoline.
You don't want to lead this race.
You just don't want to lead, is right.
70 laps was a bit too much to ask. Wallace is out of fuel. It's Justin Labonte and Jason Keller with a half a lap to go.
Matt, is he out of gas?
Out of gas.
Yep. Man, oh man.
What a great drive right here.
Off of turn number 4 for his first NASCAR Busch Series win. Say hello to Justin Labonte as he wins the Twister 300 at Chicagoland.